Are the Sixers close to winning a title?
They have very high expectations yet again.
It all depends on how healthy and committed James Harden is. And he hasn't been in shape in 2 years. That is a fact.
Him and Joel Embiid are two different people on two different agendas.
And the Miami Heat, for the second time in the last 3 years, going to the Eastern Conference Final.
I'm going to watch the Philadelphia 76ers with all I have because I want to see what they're going to do in the days and the next couple of weeks or so.
I love what the Sixers have done in the offseason. Love PJ Tucker move. Love the Daniel House move. Love the DeAnthony Melton trade.
Daryl Morey brought in Montrezl Harrell. James Harden signs a new 2-year deal.
This team on paper absolutely has a chance to win the championship.
Harden for three. Maxey with a steal and slam on the other end. Embiid going to the rim.
Coach Doc said something in the locker room recently, and it's this is a we season, not a me season. This season is going to be all about us as a group, as an organization. And I just want us to be the best that we can possibly be.
For the lead! Yeah! Dupree, good!
A great fighter once said, "It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward."
Welcome back to Eastleaf Sixers. We are back. 2022-2023 NBA season is here, and we got a lot to talk about. Hopefully, these moves that we saw in the offseason are the ones. But first, let's introduce. We got Jenny. She's back with us. That's what I'm talking about. How you doing, Jenny?
We got
215, the sports guy, and all the way across the big pond, we got my boy BG. He said, I ain't missing it. He took a nap. He set the alarm. He is with us. He is not playing. What's up, my boy?
Let's go. Welcome back. What's up, family?
What's going on?
This is our first time seeing BG too, so we're about as excited as all y'all are.
My tears done came out. I'm so hyped.
It's been a long 3 months. It's been a long 3 months, and I've been waiting for this day. Ooh, and we get the Celtics first. I love it.
And we get the Celtics. Yeah.
Oh my God. I just want to shout out to this man real quick. I hope he's doing well, Mr. Dikembe Mutombo, having some brain surgery. Blessings, prayers to Dikembe.
Yeah. He did some great things here as a Sixers, man. So we gotta keep him in our hearts, our thoughts, and prayers.
Most definitely. I'm gonna bust off the questions, right? And you know, I've been having questions burning on my soul all summer long, and I got questions for you guys. Which new arrival on the Sixers are you excited to see the most, and what do you expect from them, given their history? I'll swing this to Jen first.
You know who I'm most excited about? Does anybody have a guess? I am most excited about.
I think you're gonna take my spot, my pick.
Maybe. I'm most excited about Montrezl Harrell.
I knew it.
That man was so pumped up during preseason. Yeah. I mean, I've always liked Trez. I mean, I liked him on the Clippers. That's when he won Sixth Man of the Year. He just brings that energy, that fight. I always thought he'd be a great mix, great Sixer. Him and PJ Tucker together, that's the 1-2 punch.
Oh yeah.
We are ready to go. How about you, BG? Now you're gonna have to pick a new one.
I'm not gonna pick a new one. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it too. The toughness, the grit that Montrez brings to this bench is something that is well overdue. The last 2 seasons, we made off-season splashes with getting what I thought was the best backup big in the league. And once again, Daryl Morey doesn't surprise me. We went and got Dwight, and we went and got Drummond, and now we went and got Trez. Every year he makes sure, the last 3 years he's made sure that the big fella got somebody to back him up. And this one might be the toughest one. Not saying he's the best, but this one might be the toughest one.
Okay.
What I like the most about what they did is they brought enough pieces into this team where certain overpaid person can slide over to the 3 and not worrying about having to do all that bumping and grinding.
Gee, I wonder who you're talking about.
Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, listen, he balled out in the postseason. Halfway through the season, on to the postseason, he was shooting lights out. He was playing. I got to give him credit. First half of the season, he was, We don't want to see that this year because this year you got to play, and you got to play some crazy threes. There's some threes out there that you're gonna have to play. So what Tobias is we gonna get? That's the one that I want to see, the one that pumps his chest and say, I'm an all-star. That's the one I want to see. Not one that's trying to be one of the Donut Brothers, because Donut Brothers will exist. I will bring them back.
One's no longer a Sixer though, so we might have to find a replacement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's an open spot, so
we got an open spot on our roster.
Yeah, so no. All jokes aside, though, the house move to me, I like a lot. So I'm excited because that kid can defend and he can shoot. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one that I'm not gonna pick the same thing y'all pick when there's another name out there that we brought he's gonna be valuable to this team.
I'm gonna have to say
I could easily change mine to another one, but go ahead, Carl.
I like Melton, man. I really like this Melton kid from Memphis Grizzlies. The guy is a combo guard. He's a great defender. He's a great catch and shoot guy, and he's gritty as all heck. And just like the other additions on this team this offseason, they all have that in common. They're gritty. These guys will win a street fight, per se. So I'm excited for those type of acquisitions. Toughness does rub off. We've been known in the past as being a passive team, if you may. I think that's over. That's done with. It's too many alpha males in the house now. Real quick, now I'm going to cut you off. And, go ahead.
And I know we're supposed to be talking about the Sixers, but I see a lot of Sixers players in the other stadiums watching the other teams from a different sport. So what I want to say about that is, and I'm not going to touch too much on that team, those teams or whatever, everybody knows what's up, but I want that infectious attitude, that infectious winning style to transition over to the 76ers, because this city right now, to be a Philadelphia 76ers fan right now, to be a Philly fan in general right now, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
That energy is just crazy right now, and it's infectious, which is awesome.
It's just, listen, man. Like all you hear on ESPN is Philly, 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 Philly this, Philly that, Philly this, Philly that. I haven't seen that in all my years where all teams are rolling on all cylinders. Even the Flyers. I know it's too early, but they undefeated.
Yeah, man, I can't remember a time in my many, many years when there's been so much excitement over several teams.
That counts too,
RJ's got some words for you.
Yeah, I see RJ out here. Hey, RJ.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I know we're always positive about our Sixers, but prediction real quick around the horn. Who can replace Danny Green as the next Donut Brother? Who can you see being that? I hate to say it, but I'm going with Shake, yo.
Somebody, who I'm going with? Well, he's already a Donut Brother. I think he's going to stay and keep his Donut Brother position, and that is.
Yeah, Jen, I'm gonna have to double up with you. I was hoping that
Matisse Thybulle always been a Donut Brother.
What'd you say, Brian?
I didn't ask y'all who's going to stay a Donut Brother. If somebody had to be replaced because we lost a Donut Brother, we lost Danny Donuts. Who could possibly be that don't? And that's why I think somebody that gets minutes that could disappoint this year is Shake. I hope he doesn't. But somebody I think that could disappoint this year.
I mean, honestly, Shake disappointed me last year after he came back. And, you know, he hasn't looked like the same player. I don't see that guy that can get to the basket wherever or get to his spot whenever he chooses. You know, it hasn't been the same player. I'm hoping for a change this season because we sure could use him off the bench, being a scoring guard along with Melton, you know, who's more of a facilitator in that role. So, you know, looking for Shake to pick up, man. Looking for Shake tonight to put 8 to 10 points on the board tonight.
I'm not going to cry too much about it because, you know, it doesn't really matter. But I was bummed to see Isaiah Joe go because now we have an open roster spot, and I don't really understand why. I don't get it. So you let him go. He's a pretty solid shooter, or at least he could grow to be, and they let him go. So who do I think will be a Donut Brother who isn't already a Donut Brother? I don't want to jinx anybody with that. I'm not going to jinx anybody with that. Definitely none of those guys. Absolutely.
Hey, Blake, to answer your question, so Thibault is Tasty Cake Thibault. Danny was Danny Donuts, right? And then we had Krispy Kreme Cork Moms. All right, so it depends. The donuts came from, it depends whoever they sent to go get the donuts. That's where they came from.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that explanation of names, Jose, because some people need to know the Donut Brothers name. You know, I see Jamar Whitney on Shake stepping it up. What other guys are you guys looking forward to? Like Jamar said, step it up, take the game to the next level. What players from last year's roster are you looking for them to take it up a couple notches? BJ?
I'm gonna go out on a limb, put my money on Tyrese Maxey being an All-Star this year.
Woo-wee!
Tyrese Maxey has the potential to be an All-Star this year. I was listening to something, I forget who it was, and it was like, if the Sixers are willing to accept the role that Tyrese Maxey is the second best player on this team, and James Harden just does James Harden, Tyrese Maxey could easily be an All-Star this year. Easily be an All-Star this year.
I like that. Jose?
Listen, man, I'm putting my chips on the kid Maxey, man, because every year since he came, and this man got thrown to the wolves, and he answered the call, man. He answered the call. I don't care. Y'all can say, oh, we overhyping him up. Do you see this kid's work ethic? You see how much he has improved in such little time? Not too many people can do that. And this kid is rolling. And I'm cheering him on. I got the pom-poms off of Maxey.
I hate y'all.
I'm sticking with my man's is back here. My man's is getting the MVP this year. I don't want to hear anybody doubting that. It is his year. If he doesn't win, I might have to, I don't know, start a petition.
Yeah, I didn't want to focus on the beat because I'm just pissed off. I'm still pissed off about the last 2 years. So I don't want to get super angry because I'm trying to start this season on a cool note. You know what I'm saying?
Positive.
Foul language free. Positive. Yeah.
Who's here, guys?
So
yeah.
But yeah, hey, listen, Morrison Carter, jackpot. I'm sorry.
Work is a donut. Maxey is the franchise. Yes,
jackpot.
Maxey
That kid 100%. Finna get paid next year. Watch. Mark my words.
So what do we think about what came out today in the news with Matisse?
Fill us in with that, Jen.
They didn't extend his rookie deal, so he's going to be a restricted free agent at the end of this year.
Well, shoot,
I'm not really surprised.
I wouldn't extend Ben Simmons 2.0. I'm sorry, I got to throw a dollar in the jar. That's fine.
Dollar in the jar, please.
Come on, man.
I throw a dollar in the jar, but I'm not giving 2.0. No extra money.
Listen, no. I feel as though it's always a prove it year for Matisse, but none like this year. where I feel like he's
Bro, with the
playing for his
acquisitions
NBA
that we
team.
got, do you really think, like, you know how above and beyond that man gonna have to play to outshine some of these names?
He's just gonna have to make open shots. If Matisse makes open shots more than he misses them, you know, he's a serviceable wing in this league. When he's not making it, it's almost like, what are you out there for? You know, defense is great, but you're not Gary Payton out here. You know, so I'm definitely looking to see more from him. He's one of the guys I'm looking for.
I have one question for y'all for now, and that is, what do you think they're going to do with that open roster spot? Start with you, Carl.
I think, you know, we have a point guard as a coach. So when you look at this roster, you know, one thing that sticks out at me is Harden is the only true point guard on this roster. So I think you can get a veteran point guard in here, you know, via free agency, you know, just to safeguard somebody come off the bench, give a good 6-7 minutes of running the team.
Somebody who can actually handle the ball.
Right.
We don't
But
need him
isn't
to
that
do.
what Melton's supposed to do?
I think Melton will be bounced around from spot to spot
on
offense. You know,
I don't like
be our
this
Jack Morant.
positionless basketball BS we're going with. What do you think, BG? About that roster spot?
I still think to this day that Daryl Morey is turning this into the Houston Sixers, so I can definitely see us going after Gordon or just signing somebody that gets bought out, one of those bets that get bought out in the next couple of weeks. But I really think he's going for Gordon. I mean,
Man, they keep hinting towards Isaiah Thomas.
They've been talking about this for a long time.
Oh, really? I
Okay.
didn't hear that. What do you think, Jose?
I think I've seen the kid Isaiah Thomas show up on news feeds so many times, like in the past month or so, that I wouldn't be surprised if they just pull him in here to get garbage minutes.
Who?
I know you don't like it. I know
Isaiah
you don't
Thomas.
like it, Jen. I know you don't like it, Jim, but it is today's NBA where there's no positions anymore. We could tote 5 guys out there, and as long as somebody is able to bring the ball up the court, they could be called the point guard of that rotation. It's just not positions in the NBA anymore. You got teams that'll tote out of everybody over 6-7 lineup.
Yeah, I don't like that though. I mean,
it's such a different era now, man.
It loses something in that. I think speed, finesse, something, because you don't have any specialists, right?
Yeah.
Well, you could blame the 3-point era for that, because now everybody can shoot the 3.
I'm sorry. He says Marson says Gordon's on the buyout. We'll see. I think that was not a mistake that they or whoops that they have that open roster spot. I'm telling you. And what do y'all think George Niang's going to give us this season?
The Niang.
Bang bang, clang clang. Which one? Bang bang or clang clang?
I'm hoping bang bang. You know,
I mean, listen, how much more can he remodel the stadium? You know, that's how many bricks he threw last year that the stadium looked different.
He definitely was doing some construction work.
Yeah, no, I'll joke aside. I don't feel like it's gonna matter what he does. I think these other guys that we brought in is gonna change his minutes significantly. So I don't think he's gonna get that much burn to worry about what he's gonna do.
Who do you think is going to be the first person to come off the bench?
I like Melton being that guy. Just because, you know, if Harden comes out, Melton goes in. If Tyrese comes out, Melton goes in. And we don't really miss a beat from that, you know. And that's a nice luxury to have. So,
but the one thing we can assure is that don't nobody know what Doc going to do. Until he do it.
Until he do it.
Korkmaz mess around, be the first person to bench.
I swear, BG, that's my fear. I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna come out against the Celtics with Korkmaz.
We know his love for Korkmaz and Shake. His love for Korkmaz and Shake.
Hey, Berg, what Berg's saying right there is 100% accurate. 100% accurate. You can't really assess until a few games are played, and that's just the way it is. Too early to tell is you know what I'm saying? Way too early to tell. So
yeah, well, we can assess.
Completely different team.
We could just, you know.
Completely different team this year, man. Everybody's 0-0. Nobody's really earned 8 minutes except for the starters yet. So I agree with you a little bit, Berg. I agree with you a little bit. At any point this season, somebody we didn't expect to be heavy in the rotation could be there. That surprise person could be Paul Reed. I think Paul Reed had a good summer.
I'm rooting for him. I ain't gonna lie. I'm rooting for him because the heart, the grit he showed. I mean, even though he missed that windmill dunk, he was.
That was last year. Come on, leave the man alone. We're not gonna. No more.
I'm getting my laugh. I'm gonna get my laughs.
No.
I thought we was being positive, Jose.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound very positive. Man.
All right, so but all jokes aside, I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like conflicted because I want to see Trez in that role, but also, you know, they could do a little 4-5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm thinking. All like Trez, B-Ball, Paul, all of them 4-5s type stuff. I really think Toby not gonna play too much of the 4. I don't know, man.
That's a big aggressive bench that could come up when you got him as a 4 and him as a 5. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing that a lot for rebounding purposes. I don't think the other team gets a rebound with those 2 guys in. So we'll see what Doc does. Like y'all said, one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. We don't know what Doc's going to do. So tonight's the night to see some of the new plays that he's implemented for Harden and Embiid and, you know, the other new guys on the team. Mr. Tobias, I feel like, will have one of his highest percentage shooting seasons of his career because the pressure is all the way off him. You know, he is the 4th, maybe 5th option in that starting lineup. So, you know, I think that takes pressure off him.
The thing is, though, I don't want the city to be down on him. Although the pressure's on him, I don't want the city to be down on him when he averages 14 and 6. 14 and 6 for him in this lineup is amazing.
It's
if
perfect.
we can get 14 and 6 out of him, that's
perfect.
Beautiful.
And great defense.
Sprinkle in a couple 25-point games. Sprinkle in a random 28-point game. Fine. But be content with the fact that I know his contract. I don't care about the money no more. We have the roster to compete for an NBA championship right now. I don't care who's getting paid. Let's go out there and compete. Everybody be a star in their role. I don't need you to be the star. Be the best Tobias Harris this season. Be the best Joel Embiid this season. Be the best Tyrese. That's what we need. We don't need everybody to be a star. We just need them to star as themselves.
In their role.
Yeah, we have made it through almost 30 minutes here, and I don't think anyone has talked about James Harden.
We saved the best for last.
Not one word about the beard, guys. What do you think?
Not a lot of words about Joel either. So I say we touch on both of them.
So
right now.
that's it. You know, it's kind of hard to talk about the guys that you already basically know what they're gonna bring. Yeah, he fell off. Listen, we could sit here and it's not even an argument. We could talk and elaborate about how he basically didn't show up in the playoffs. But from the time he got traded to the time the playoffs started, he was balling out. And that is not a lie. That's straight facts. Go look at the stats. All we need him to do is just show up, not disappear in the postseason. And he'll be all right.
Are you talking about Joel? Or are you talking about?
Talking about Harden.
Harden, okay.
Talking about Harden. From the time he got here after the All-Star break until the postseason started, he was playing pretty good. Damn good at times. So I'm not going to say nothing because my critique on him is that he vanished in the postseason. That's the only gripe I have with him. So, you know, if he does the same thing he did last regular season this season, well, I ain't got nothing bad to say again.
No, and I'm sick of hearing. I've been trying to tune out the talking heads because if I hear one more time about him being the old Harden and let's see if this team will go as far as Harden will take them, that's just a bunch of nonsense, in my opinion. I mean, we have a lot of weapons. We have a bench this year, guys. We have a whole bench that'll get us. I mean, do you remember those long games last year where we had like 10 points from our entire bench? I mean, we have a bench.
Don't say we have a bench too loud. We don't want Doc thinking. We don't want Doc thinking he could put that second quarter all bench lineup out there.
We didn't. No. You're right, because he talked about that. He talked about how he likes that lineup, but he wasn't sure if it was going to work with this group. So let's not try it. But I mean, seriously, like, I think that Harden doesn't need to be Houston Harden. He can just be the best passer, facilitator, the, best pick and roll duo in the league, and we'll be just fine.
Listen, y'all talk about how washed he is, but the person that man replaced, a 50% Harden, washed Harden with downy tide, fabuloso, whatever y'all use to wash y'all clothes, is better than that 2.5. So what is y'all saying?
Yeah, him and his Ben Simmons triple doubles, which he hasn't gotten yet, but the Nets fans are excited. $1 in the jar. That he came close.
I do think we'll see the Harden of early Brooklyn Nets. I feel like the hamstring was still bothering him, and it prevented him from work out the way he wanted to that off season. He had a full off season this year, or work, nothing but work. And I do feel like we're going to see a more sharper, crisp Harden. Those easy jumpers that he will be easy to him that he would normally make, he'll be making them this year. So, and
did you believe that about Korkmaz's nerve damage in his hand?
That was bananas.
I mean, do we believe that, or was that just fool's gold?
I mean, Korkmaz has been living in the area for a while. He probably got a little bit of toughness in him and wasn't taking none of that crap when he went overseas.
Yeah, I can a little Philly with him.
Yeah, I can see him swinging on somebody. I can see him hitting somebody.
Yeah,
that's funny. Well, I guess it's time, isn't it?
It is time.
It's time. Come on, BG. It's time. You already know what time. I'm gonna tell y'all what time is it. I'm gonna tell y'all what time is it right now.
And now for BG's over and under.
All right, here we go, man. It's game one. It's game one. So I think it's only right to touch on our 3 stars and then our most important. Y'all already know my favorite stat. That's gonna be the last one. So we're gonna go with 4 tonight. So first over and under. Joel Embiid, welcome back, Mr. MVP. Averaged 30 points, first big man to average 30 points in the NBA since Shaquille O'Neal. Does Joel Embiid have 29.5 points tonight? Carl, I throw it to you.
Absolutely. Over. Starting off the season right. Over.
Jen?
I'm going under. It was 30, what?
29.5.
29.5. I just don't see my man getting 30 points tonight. I don't think he's going to go out on his first night.
What you got, Hose?
I'm gonna go on the limb and say over, just because it's the Celtics.
It is the Celtics, but he's going to have Horford on him, and they don't gel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oddly enough, I'm taking the under for that exact reason, because it's the Celtics. Will he have a good game? Yes, but damn it, for some reason Al Horford just makes it. I don't even know how. Like, I don't even know how Al Horford makes it.
Yeah, but how long do you think that's gonna last? Al Horford is like borderline dinosaurish. Like, come on, all right.
But he's gonna be the primary defender.
I'm not taking nothing away from him, but come on, he laid a huge egg when he played here. Other than Philly, he ain't been a bad player. But this man don't got the fountain of youth, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that. He bound to fold, and I don't know. Today is just. I don't know. I think Embiid gonna have him.
Hey, I hope you're right, but Horford's gonna be his primary defender tonight because that Williams fella is injured, and they have another. Who else? Gallinari also injured, so it's gonna be Horford on.
Yeah, that Horford's gonna be starting and playing most of the minutes.
Whoa, what just happened? That was like some exorcism shit. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So again, I said we going to our big 3. So James Harden, 10.5 assists. Jose, you got it.
James Harden tonight with 10.5 assists. Over.
Jen?
I'm going with over on that one too.
Clean
I think he can
sweep.
get us 11.
Clean sweep over. I think he facilitates ridiculously tonight with so many people out there. I do think Danny Green is a better three-point shooter than PJ Tucker, but it's something about PJ sitting in that corner and James finding him after a pick and roll with Joel Embiid, and they gotta help, and he just sit in that corner and knock a couple down. So I think he goes over as well.
He has so much familiarity with those dudes.
How many times did we see him do that to us?
Yes, exactly. So the young kid, I said we're talking about the big three. So the young kid with 23.5 points to open the season. I'll start off and say I think Maxi's the leading scorer tonight, so I'm going over.
I'm taking all overs then.
Who's 23.5?
23.5.
I'm going over too. I think that kid's going to show out.
Yeah.
I agree.
I got 3 overs, man.
Hopefully y'all don't hear that plane flying over me, that jet flying over me right now.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
Last but not least, man, y'all know my favorite stat, man. And when we do it, we win games.
Bench.
The new and improved revamped bench. Do they score 29.5 points tonight? Does the bench get 30 points combined? Jose.
I think the starters are going to really show out tonight, so I'm going to take under.
29.5, that's a lot.
I'm saying under.
Jen, my number is 30. I feel like when our bench scores 30, we win games. So that's why I always make the stat 29.5.
I think Montrez can get us a good 12 to 16. Yeah. All right. Since I'm struggling so much with it, I'm going to go under.
It's okay. I mean, this is the bench that has let us down before. It's a newer bench now.
No, it's not. This bench has not let us down. Know who's let us down? Krispy Kreme and the minivan. They've let us down.
I think game one, not saying condition will be a factor, but I think game one, Doc will tote out a lot of different lineups. The bench will get a lot of opportunities. And I think we score about 33, 34 points from the bench. Hopefully we got a big lead. Hopefully they end the whole fourth quarter for all. I think they get their 30 though. So I'm gonna go with the over on that. I'm gonna go with the over on that one.
I'm just so excited. So who do you think is gonna win?
What did you just say to me?
Who do you think is gonna win? I don't mean who do you feel in your heart's gonna win? Like
I should say the other team on purpose. What kind of question is that? You're gonna get nothing but.
It's a legitimate question. I'm not gonna win every game. What do you think?
Well, I think they win in this game for sure. I think the hype train from everything that's going around in this city is gonna carry on to at least this game. I do not think they lose this game by a long shot.
Because it's in Boston.
It's in Boston.
That's a tough place to play.
It is. But let's not forget.
Look, see what Berg's saying down here?
This is a Boston. But listen, this is a Boston that is going through some turmoil. Let's not forget Ime Udoka is suspended. This is not the normal Boston bench that we're going to be looking at.
What's up, mama?
Look a little different.
Look who's here. It's mama.
Yeah.
Where we at? Your mama's house.
Yeah. We're going to be at your mama's house.
I'm a little further away than that.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a close game. I think I'm going to be on the end of my seat. I think I'm going to be yelling at the TV a lot. But are you going to watch it tonight, BG?
Jen, that's the second terrible question you asked me. First, you asked me who was going to win. First, you asked me who was going to win. Then you asked if I'm going to stay up.
There, though. Don't you got to get up at like 6?
For game one of the season, I see y'all post game. I'll see y'all.
All right, so look, we're not done here. So real quick, before this is all said and done, what's going on, Timmy? Before it's all said and done, I've been speaking about this before, but if you wasn't here and you don't know what's going on, we've added 3 platforms to our podcast. That is Spotify. So if you just want to listen to us, you're driving up the highway, you're really not supposed to be looking at your phone, and you just want to hear East Leaf Sixers. We on Spotify. We on Apple Podcasts. We on iHeartRadio. We on Facebook. We on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Jesus Christ. Bro, we didn't even mention TikTok and Snapchat. We everywhere. We everywhere. So if you ain't here, we don't know where you at.
Before you hang up, though, bold prediction, Jose. Bold prediction.
Bold prediction. Bench scores 35.
Ooh. How about you, BG? Bold prediction.
Why not start the season off with a triple-double, Harden? So whatever. Let's just start the season off with a triple-double. First game of the season.
All right.
18, 12, and 11. 18, 12, and 11 from Hart.
All right. I think I'm...
Jose, you on the clock now.
Oh, my God. All right.
Hold on. I didn't get my bold prediction. Hold on just 1 minute, Mrs. Green. All right. So mine is just, I'm going to go with Toby. Toby's going to score 24. Toby. He's not going to get 10. He's not going to get 6. He's going to get over 20.
Oh,
look. Berg and I were on the same page. Look.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Amber. Go ahead.
All right. Jesus Christ. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you don't understand what that means, no te olvide a decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo. Wepa. We back, baby.
Let's go Sixers.